So I made this document. Hopefully that will serve some help for some of you who find the calibration process a little bit too complex or confusing. So using the same steps as in the manual, all the way to 7 steps, 8 step 6, there's a 7th when basically we conclude. I will update this document in a second. Well, I'm at the first step. I choose 9 o'clock. You can take this document and change that hour for whenever you have your breakfast. So if you do it at 7 o'clock or whatever your time is, I would suggest you just update that. And doing an AMU test, let's put a check mark there. I did that. And did a blood test. I did that. So that's where I'm at right now. And the reason for I find making the time notation better, because it's just kind of simpler in case, I mean, the alternative for that is using the timer on a smartphone, and we can set things in motions that way, right? That could be a simple solution. Well, we kind of measure time really by the clock. I find it probably a little bit easier, because in 4 hours so many things can happen, can throw us off, and then there is no real control. Timer is off now. How many minutes passed since I was supposed to do another test or what have you? So the step 3 is the one that going to make a difference as far as having a good time stamp in our life, so to speak, for a reference. That's why I think noting the time and starting on the hour, just to keep things simple. You need to commit to 4 hours anyway, so why not just start on the hour. Now I need to wait 30 minutes because the first test is 30 minutes before a meal time. And at 9:30 in my time, I'm going to take a breakfast. After that, right away, I need to make 5 AMU measurements. 5 measurements with the AMU, no blood test here. But after that, every AMU test starts or finish with a blood test, because there is a control in the calibration where AMU says, okay, this is what I'm reading, tell me what you read through a blood test. But right after the meal time, there is no blood test. And I'm also going to time my breakfast to last a half an hour, so I can continue staying on the hour and I have to deal with the minutes, and just keep it simple, because the consequent tests are another 30 minutes, an hour, and another hour, and there are some prerequisites for certain tests has to be done within a particular time frame. So when you do the math, it says, oh, I really have a half an hour here, but it's not spelled out, so you have to do the math in your mind. Well, anyhow, I just made this very simple document, and it shows all the 30 measurements AMU wants us to do. And here is another variable that you can do more than 30 tests. So those of you who choose, and I did yesterday a lot more than 30, though as far as the calibration is going or concerned, I only use 30 for the calibration. But I wonder if we can make more, if it helps the calibration process. Anyhow, that's for later steps to expand on. Right now, step 1, AMU test done. It measured 7 for me. The AMU measured 6 and the blood test measured 7. And the difference is, I already spoke about in the previous video. So let's wait another 10 minutes, 9:30. I'm going to have my breakfast and go to step 2. Okay, so we have a clear plan of action. Unfortunately, uh, running out of this issue with the interface on the AMU, that I had no comparative data, no data to compare to. I did not know I was in the wrong place. So now I know, and that is going to make this plan for the day to recalibrate pushed out for tomorrow, so I can have a reading of the blood sugar based on exactly what is written here. Because while I did take the 30 minutes breakfast according to the plan, and I went to the second step, unfortunately on the AMU it started registering as a new calibration. So I didn't realize that my first step was not registered on the AMU as a new calibration, but a continuation of yesterday's calibration. And I don't know how, but when I'm trying to do the second step, then it starts a new calibration process. So I don't know what the difference one can do on AMU, because the buttons are straightforward. There is no other options but straightforward, going 1, 2, 3, pushing the right buttons on AMU. No choice really to do anything but on the next step is. So why is it registered for yesterday calibration, where today I clearly selected a calibration? No, maybe it thought I'm continuing yesterday's calibration. But how to distinguish between two different calibration, I don't know. And the user manual clearly states when our circumstances change. So let's say somebody takes medication or changes a routine, doing fasting, anything that makes the usual glucose readings, blood sugar readings different, then you should do a calibration. Well, here I am. That's what I'm trying to do, but running into this why AMU registered my first reading to the yesterday's calibration, the first calibration, and the second input as a new calibration, that I don't know. So we'll try it tomorrow. We'll see how it goes.